it's Coach Rye from Functional Flex, Team FFLEX. I'm here in the office and I'm ready to tell you guys why, even though you're dieting so hard and you're doing all this work, you're still not getting the fat loss result that you want. See, this is something that comes up all the time, right? We hear of people that are the chronic dieters. They've been in a caloric deficit for like multiple years and they're always stuck with this stubborn body fat that they cannot burn. Or they lose some weight and then they rebound more, or they're here and they're there, and I'm going to tell you exactly right now what's going on with that and why you're not burning fat, why you're not getting where you want to be, and why no matter how hard you try, no matter how many times you change your macros, you drop your calories, you change your meal plan, the more cardio you do, whatever, you're still not getting there as fast as you want to get there. The reason for this is the fact that your metabolism has been slowed, it's been damaged. A lot of times people have done things that cause actual metabolic damage, and that prevents them from actually being able to drop their calories into a range that's acceptable and healthy enough to actually even burn fat. Now, what I mean by this, you guys, metabolic damage, it stems strictly from doing crash type diets. So a lot of these fad diets that come out that are like, eat 500 calories a day and you're gonna lose weight, eat 900 calories a day and you're gonna lose weight. Great, yeah, anything, if you go from eating 3,000 calories a day to 500 a day to 900 a day, you're going to lose weight. Yes, you will, absolutely, but at what cost? That basically takes your body and puts it into survival mode, starvation mode, okay? Our body, you guys, you have to remember, it is a mechanism for survival, okay? The primitive brain right here that's in here controls your heartbeat, how many breaths you take, all that stuff that's subconscious to you. That brain does not know that we live in a society where we have a fridge full of food and then we have cars we can drive to the grocery store and where we're getting food readily available whenever we need it virtually. That brain is still thinking we are fucking walking around in the ancient prehistoric days. We gotta fend for food. Sometimes it's out of season, we're not gonna eat. We might not kill something tonight to eat, whatever. So what is your body actually going to do when it senses a sudden drop in food intake? Is it's going to take precautions to stop you from dying. Now what that's going to lead to is metabolic slowing and eventually metabolic damage. Why does that happen? Because you guys, if we have a faster metabolism, let's say you're eating 2,000 calories a day and you want to lose weight, so you drop yourself down on one of these crazy fad crash diets to like 500, 900 calories. You've taken this metabolic rate that was up here at 2,000 calories a day and you'll probably maintain your weight. It might not be what you want, but you were maintaining there, so you had a good metabolic rate happening here, and now you've dropped it. You've dramatically taken the amount of food you're eating way down here, okay? So you're still doing all your normal activity, you're still going to the gym, you're still working out, you're still doing this and that, you're still getting all that in, but the food intake has dramatically gone down. So now this metabolism that was revved up high up here has now been instantly put into freak out mode, because now your calories are so low, your nutrients, your proteins, your carbs, your fats, all that is so low. Your body says, wow, we have must just been thrown into a starvation mode. This is a threat. We could die. What do we need to do? They shut the metabolism down. Your body literally will put your metabolic rate as slower pace to prevent you from burning body fat. Therefore, if in the event you do not eat again, you have body fat stores to live off of. Your body's trying to make sure you survive, you guys. It's not rocket science. It wants to survive, and it does not understand all the other things. It does not understand you're on the new fad diet. You got a new coach that has no fucking brain. It is trying to keep you alive. So when we drop the calories dramatically, the metabolic rate will slow down. It's gonna try to slow down to meet that 500 calories. It's gonna try to slow down to meet that 900 calories a day. Therefore, leaving you off with a very slow metabolism, which then leads you down the line to where you probably are now, okay? So it doesn't matter if you did one of those diets. A lot of people that do contest prep, they do that, they crash diet hard, and they have problems with that then after. Somewhere down the line, you guys, you will stop doing this type of diet, right? You're gonna end the fad diet, or the contest prep is over, whatever, and you're going to return to normal type eating. What always happens to people after a diet? What always happens to people after a contest prep? In the traditional sense, you're going to rebound weight dramatically. You're gonna gain a ton of weight all of a sudden. 10, 20, even 30 pounds very quickly within a month, 2 months after doing a contest prep or after doing a crash diet, something like that. Why have you rebounded that weight? Because the metabolic rate was so damn slow, and now you're putting all this food over even just, even if you're not eating a crazy amount much more, you're eating too much more for the metabolic rate, which puts you into caloric surplus, which puts you into a weight gain mode. So now you're rapidly gaining body fat because, again, the body says we need to survive, we don't know when we're going to eat, we've been starving for this long, now we're going to pack on as much body fat as we can to make sure that we stay alive, because that shit's probably going to happen again. It happens every time that somebody wants to get on a fat diet or they want to do a contest prep. So what are we going to do to stay alive? We're going to get on as much body fat as we can, and we're going to hold on to that shit because we don't know what's coming next. This is literally the process of your brain, you guys. So here you are now, in a caloric deficit, you're trying to burn your body fat, you're still going, but you're not seeing the results. And I'm going to tell you right now, it's because your metabolism is damaged. You have damaged your metabolism from years and years of rebounding and losing weight, from chronic cardio, from crash diets, from these things where you've basically put your body into a mode where now it does not accept the fact that you are just simply trying to burn body fat. It's going to hold on to it at all costs because it literally thinks that you are putting yourself in repeated bouts of starvation and near-death experiences to the brain. So how do you guys combat this? How do you keep moving forward? I encounter this with clients often, I will tell you right now, because a lot of clients come to me from other coaches. A lot of clients come to me from doing the fad shit that's been out there. A lot of clients come to me for one reason or another where they've been through this process themselves time and time again. And they don't know how to get it back, they don't know how to fix it, and you're stuck at a plateau, and I can put them into caloric deficits, I can give them more cardio, I can do all kinds of stuff. You're not going to see the progress, and the reason is for that metabolic damage. So how do you reverse it? How do you fix it? How do you get on the right track? You actually have to do the opposite of what you think, you guys. Because basically your metabolism, it's so low, we can't meet it. There's no way you can healthily eat a good amount of food and be healthy as a human being and try to meet your metabolism to the point where you're still going to burn body fat. It's just not acceptable. You can't do 10 hours of cardio a day. You can't eat so small that you're going to have nutrient deficiencies and all these problems. It's just not acceptable. So we have to do the opposite of what you actually think. And that is a reverse diet. And I've talked about reverse diets before, but to break it down for you guys real quick, you need to slowly add your calories back into your diet. You need to slowly get the macronutrients back in your diet. You need to remind your body that it is well fed, you're not going to starve it, and that it is going to be okay and it's alright to let go of some of this body fat. Basically, you guys, your body, in the most simple sense right now, is making you store this body fat because of all the shit you've put it through. All the starvation, all the ups and downs, all the rebounds and losses and all that. It thinks that it's going to be continuing that path, so it holds on to body fat. The best way to fix that and to get your metabolism to come back and to let your body actually drop some body fat is to convince your body, convince your metabolism it is well fed. The fire is being stoked every day with nutrients, with meals, with all the food that we need. It is in abundance, so guess what? Let's lose body fat because we're not going to starve. And this might sound crazy. You might be like, dude, what? You're telling me to eat more? You're saying if I want to lose body fat and I want to lose weight, I have to eat more? Yes, I'm telling you, if you're in this spot where you've encountered metabolic damage, what you need to do is strategically eat more in a reverse diet. You need to add back in macronutrients in the correct amounts, slowly over time. It should be monitored, it should be coached, and you should be increasing your calories over and over and over while minimizing the amount of body fat you're actually going to put on, okay? So you don't want to do this in huge increments. A lot of people are adding 400 or 500 calories right out the gate, not the right approach. It needs to be very small increments where you're adding a few grams of carbs here, a few grams of fats here, a few grams of proteins here, etc. And we're increasing over time as we go to stoke the metabolic fire. When we get the metabolism to fire back up and we get it revving again and the wheels start turning, then we can actually go into a caloric deficit in a healthy manner. Now, the time that this is going to take is relatively different for everybody, okay? It's going to totally depend on how long you've done these diets, how many times you've done this diets, how often you've been actually in a caloric deficit without ever doing a reverse diet or getting into a proper caloric surplus. It's going to dictate for sure how well you're going to be able to do this and how well you'll be able to reverse and eventually burn this body fat. A lot of people that I've worked with have actually done these types of diets for years and years and years, and yes, it is going to take a chunk of time to reverse your metabolism to get it into a healthy spot again. This is not an overnight process, you guys, but the moral of the story is you absolutely need to fucking start this process if this is you and they're in this position, because trying to stay in a caloric deficit, trying to continually drop down, it's just unhealthy, it's unsustainable, and it's going to eventually lead to you being far worse off than you are right now anyway. So there's no point to even try it. You should abandon the idea of trying to do a diet right now or a contest prep or something like that. You need to take control of your health. You need to get your metabolism in the right spot so you can do this the right way, because you can crash diet as many times as you want. You can do poor contest preps as many times as you want. You can do all this shit as much as you fucking think that you can handle, but eventually it is not going to work anymore, and eventually you are toying with one thing that you only have one of, and that is your damn body. That is your health, your hormones, your metabolism. We only get one shot, and we don't want to waste this. We don't want to deal with lifelong issues from trying to chronic diet all the time just to lose a few pounds or look good on stage. You guys, there's more to life, and you can do this the right way where you can reverse it and you can dial it back and get into a good spot and get into your literally your best physique, whether it be for fat burning, lifestyle, or contest prep. But you have to take control of your health, and you need to get your metabolism in the right spot. Now, if this is you and this sounds like where you're at and you're stuck and you don't know where to go, what you need to do if you're working with a coach is you need to see if they know how to do a reverse diet for one, and then you need to get into that. Again, if this means you have to abandon a goal that you think you want right now, like your summer body or another contest prep or just whatever, you want to lose 10 pounds for fun because you feel better or whatever, you need to think about this instead. You need to get into a spot where your health is the priority. Stop thinking about the aesthetics, stop thinking about this and that. Get your health on track, and the rest is going to come easy. And I'll tell you this, right now, you guys, you cannot play with this stuff. This is serious stuff, and if you have metabolic damage, it has to be addressed. You can't just keep dieting. Do not drop your calories lower and lower. Do not do more cardio. Do not try to combat this that way. It will never, ever work. You're just fighting yourself. You need to take control of your diet, take control of your health, and get on the right track with a reverse diet. If you guys need help with your reverse diet, please reach out to me. I will help you. I'm not here to charge you a bunch of fucking bullshit or anything either. I will answer your questions. I will get you on the right track. I will help you guys with this, because this is super serious. And I do feel passionately about this, because this is your results, your health, and this is how well you're going to be able to get anything that you want out of your body for the rest of your life, honestly, okay? So, if you guys need help with your reverse diet, that's what you need to do. You need to take action now, today, like literally right now as this video turns out, take action. If you're in this spot, you know that you've been here, you've been grinding, pushing, you're just not seeing things go. It's because your metabolism is not in the right spot and you need to address it. Coach Rat is out.